convert it into subs, because I would rather see more community members than direct money if that's possible. I want to see if we can get more people in here so we can grow our community. But you know what I'm talking about, Chug. Thank you, dude. You know I really appreciate it. Now let's go kill ourselves a boss. Sentinel Prime. A lot of secrets just going in here. Looks like it's downstairs. Oh god, I can't get over it. The hands. I can see the hands and they're pink and white. Uh-oh. Let me get out of the way.
We found him in the valley, just outside the castle walls. He was badly wounded and wearing this.
Oh, it's the original helmet.
Guts. Huge guts. Kill them. Must kill them all.
He has fight in him yet, in spite of his injuries. Send him to the arena. Let him be judged like the others.
So, do we actually have some story going on here, guys? Is the Doom guy, like, that's the first time I've actually ever heard the Doom guy speak, period. So it's interesting to hear him speak, number one. Number two, that was the original helmet from the original games back in the 90s. So, are they trying to say that the Doom Slayer now is like a redeveloped version of the original guy? And that somehow all the stories fit together into one? And that they actually did happen? My God. Might actually be onto something here. History of the Sentinels, Part 4. You know what? I'm going to read these for a little bit, guys. We're going to go through Sentinel history parts 1 through 4. So go ahead and get your listening ears on, and we're going to check these out all together. First, this is the image that we see. Looks like a massive pyramid, or, you know, a triangle type structure. Looks like a stabby pyramid with like demons coming out or being released from the core of a planet. That's probably Mars. And let's view content. All right. Translation from the Ligra Septuaginta, the Book of Kings. In the days before man first spoke, an immense shard of rock and metal was cast onto the world from the heavens. Thunder and cataclysm shook the land as the skies were torn asunder. The cosmic spear cleft a hole through our mortal lands, pole to pole, from the cold wastes of the umbral plains to the fetid swamps of Ironfang. The womb of the world opened, and the elemental wraiths, the firstborn, spilled forth. They took to the skies, fierce of their emancipation. In their exultation, they brought vitality to the land, and all that felt their breath were awakened from eternal slumber. Fierce beasts in an unforgiving biosphere rose in the passing of their shadow as the wraith call echoed across Argentinur. First came the ancestrals, feral creatures invigorated by the magic of the wraiths. They grew to enormous heights, mighty behemoths who waged war with each other for years untold. Their battles tore the land asunder and destroyed all creation caught in their wake. The wraith call continued to spread across the land, and soon the Argenta emerged from the steppes, our souls stirred into form by the power of their breath. I'll get to the push-ups after I'm done with reading this first one. The Titans towered over the wild, bloodied tribes, but found them uncowed. The secret of the sword was discovered in the darkness of sweltering mountain forges. We beat steel until it was strong enough to pierce bone and sever flesh. Thus we became to be, born of rock and fire, lowly in birth, but risen by the strength of our will, by the blessedness of the first ones. We forged sword and shield and took the hammer of the ancestrals. We claimed dominion of creation by right of blood and magic, and the time of man came to be. With the ancestral beasts driven back to their bleak valleys, we rose. We tilled the fertile land, husbanded beasts of burden, and built towering cities. In the hallowed palace, on the obsidian throne, we crowned King Ormera the Father. The first of the line shall reign in perpetuity. We built the cathedral of reflection to worship the first ones and formed the Order of the Deeg, whose priests pay tribute to the wraiths and appease their tempestuous hunger. Our sons and daughters chose the path of the sword or the path of the alchemist, for each duty honors the gods. Though our ways were righteous, we were not without strife. Storms and great quakes cast our spires down. Barbaric tribes laid siege to our fields in search of the great gifts Mother Argenta had bestowed upon our world, and the song of the Wraith Call threatened to drive lesser men into madness. We were not lesser men. We defended that which the first ones gifted to us, our lands and the right to the bounty held within. We beat back the barbarian hordes and hardened our resolve. We rose above the fire. Our bodies and souls tempered, and an unbreakable will was shaped in the forge of battle. What emerged was the heart of our legion, the Order of the Night Sentinels. What are ears and can I eat them? Hey, what's up, Butter? And what's up, Emperor Man? How you doing? All right, let me do my push-ups and then we'll get back to reading part 2. For now, you can check out the image while I do push-ups. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it. Yeah, I love the art too. It does look really nice. Huh. By the way, I did my own haircut, and I'm really proud of myself. I've never done it before. So, thank you. Alright, guys. Next one. Translation from the Ligra Sultagenta, the Book of Kings. In the time of grief, when King Etrix took the throne, a blessing came to the people of Argenta. White porcelain beings from a world above our own brought gifts to Dinur. Observers to our great deeds, admirers of our convictions, they sought to make bond with our swords and bring lasting order to our world. The A's and the O's are so close, it's hard for me to... I mess it up sometimes. Oh, I see, okay. These were beings unlike any we had ever seen before. Sword and shield held no weight against them, for the ethereal flesh of these luminous beings seemed unbound by mortality. Able to move through time and space, they held sway over all dominions of the known and unknown dimensions. Through their ways, we grew stronger. Our society, bolstered by their infinite wisdom and all-knowing power, assuring our people's safety for all time in this world and the next. Where we sharpened the blade and mastered our magic, they bolstered the soul and spirit. Death would no longer be the end for our people. The ones we call the Makers, our new allies in this brutal world, have given us the security in death we fought so hard to achieve in life. We would find ethereal peace, and our minds would rest easy with the knowledge that those we fought alongside in battle would join us in the lands beyond the mortal plane. The strength of our ways, the purity of our essence, would, by Maker law, grant us passage to the great city in the clouds. There, our women and children, warriors and kin alike, would welcome us. We adopted the holy doctrines of the Makers, gifted and exchanged with the chance to earn eternal rest for our immortal souls in blessed Urdok. The covenant we held now under the embrace of our new gods fostered a peace we had never known, for they were unlike the first ones, whose presence offered no paradise from fear in the uncertainty of existence in a harsh and forgiving world. The Maker's embrace was warm and guided us into an era of spiritual prosperity. Can you cut my hair? Well, I'm kind of far away. I'm not sure if I could do that. Dang. Alright, let's check out part 3. Now I got this image. Looks like all those temples being sent off into space, man. It looks like they became their own space stations. You know what? That makes sense because the one building that we're in right now could be one of the Sentinels' bases, and we just happened to commandeer it. So maybe that's where we're at. All right. Next one. Translation from the Book of Kings. With machine and enchantment of the Makers, the Argenta brought our newfound clarity to the disparate realms of the Empyrean Void. We took flight with the support of our gods, spreading the enlightened word of the Khan Maker. We discovered that there was not one enemy but many. Worlds and peoples unknown to the Argenta were unveiled, and we saw our own suffering reflected in our eyes. In their eyes, our righteous army strode into battle under the banner of the Night Sentinels and fought for the freedom of all people from the grasp of those who could exploit and prey upon them. Though we battled on soil not our own, the blood we shed in foreign lands safeguarded JoeNumb3rs and the sons and daughters that defended it. Through the strange peoples we liberated, new alliances were formed, and our beliefs became their own. Our armies swelled. As the Argenta traversed the stars with gleaming war fleets, the Khan of the Makers approached King Roan on his throne. Roan on his throne. I don't know. It's R-O-A-N, so I was thinking Roan on his throne. Roan and throne. There you go. He sensed his god restless by the disquiet manner. Disquiet manner? Could be disquiet. The king and Khan spoke, and the god revealed he had foreseen a schism. Or schism. Depends on what you think a tool. In the blood of the Argenta, a test would be required to identify its host among us. She spoke of a holy rite to be performed on the strongest of our warriors. Only those that proved worthy would be tested, for the impurity could reside in only the most resilient of our legion. The divinity machine, a great tribute by Maker Scalaris, would help us cleanse any impurities from our flock, ensuring our continued prosperity in this world and in the Maker realm that awaited in the afterlife. The malicious one, if not exhumed from our ranks, would jeopardize our safe passage in the heavenly realm of Urdok. The Dark One was not amongst them yet, nor would he be for many generations. Only the Mother God, through divination and Maker's sight, would determine when he stood before them. The Makers were truth, and only their unclouded eyes would find the one who was marked. The prophecy of the Holy One, Unholy One, was written, but through the ages the warning grew faint, until only the Khan Maker herself and the High Priest of the Order Deeg still whispered of he that would one day come to threaten their way of light. That's us. I feel like that's us right there, you know? That's really cool. I wanted to go back and look at that again. Now, here's the one I just picked up. Literally, it's called Part 4. Same thing. Now, check this out. This is the new image. But this is all the Sentinels, along with us, imprisoned in our regular armor. This is the original armor from the original game. And we're approached by one of the priests. So, let's go ahead and read it. This is the last one. Translation from the Book of Kings. In the time of King Novik, as the Argenta secured peace and safety through dimensions across time and space, an outlander came to us. He was not of our world and spoke an ugly tongue. How he first took step upon our land was unknown. The Sentinel scouts have found the outlander bloodied, clawed, and near death, mumbling from impending doom in the forces of darkness. The scent of blood followed him, and the gore that stained his armor seemed not entirely his own. By our gentle law, the stranger would be judged in a Colosseum where he would be given the chance of all who stray from the path to fight for his freedom. We knew not of this stranger. His mind seemed crippled with rage. He dressed in attire not suited for our lands and carried munition of arcane origin. We watched as his will overcame his injuries, and in the blood arena he proved his worth. The Outlander's technique was crude and brutal, but the determination in his charge echoed that of any true-born sentinel. His war cry echoed through the Colosseum, as did the sound of his fury, and the guards cheered his banner. Rip and tear, they shouted, as the beast pushed beyond mortal wounds and certain death. He would be gifted no rank, no title. The survivors in the arena were provided only one reward: the right to earn an honorable death while spreading the blessings of the Makers to those in need. The Outlander's determination was witnessed, his ravings documented, and through the word of the Order Deeg, the Khan Maker had him brought before her. She set her minions to learning his tongue, for with his ugly words he spoke our lands unseen, creatures born of fire, and a dark place unknown to the queen and her caste. Yet another opportunity to expand the gift of the Makers to those in need. Going into Sentinel history, that's actually really freaking cool, man. So, somehow, our Doom guy ends up on their place. They throw him into the Colosseum. He destroys everybody that he fights against. And they make him one of them, pretty much. That's pretty cool. All right, let's continue. If we have any more to read, I'm gonna keep reading them because this is like I love like in-game lore and stuff like that.
I offer you, O great power.
Here's Khan Maker.
A sign of truce.
There's another one to read in the next room here. History of the Sentinels, Part 5. Oh, shoot. Here's the, looks like Baron of Hell. There's the, gargoyles. We got, looks like, shoot, I forget. That's not the Kako Demon. That's the other one, the brown one. You got more gargoyles. And now we got the History of the Sentinels, Part 5. On the eve of the Black Star, the Dark Ones came from a world beneath our own, not through ship nor ephemeral vessel, but through the fabric of dimensions. Out of swirling fiery gates came horned beasts from a timeless realm. First one, then many. Crashing waves of evil swelled from the obsidian forest of the Argentian overlands. The Alorum clans from the eastern mountains fell first to the black hordes of devils, and the city of Telerum was slung under the weight of their charge. We sentinels rose to meet the beasts with spear in hand, the might of the holy fleet striking back at the demons. But the dark gates from whence they came gave birth still to even greater hordes. A line of blood was drawn with the fallen of both sides, and the unholy wars began as the time of darkness came upon us. Yeah, I think you're right. It is a pain elemental. All right. This one's off. The other one's on. And then just
Water.
armor? I'm already full on armor, but thank you.
I know of what you have left behind. Go back to it then. Leave this crusade. You cannot save them. They have asked me for this, and so I give it to them. If you let the priest live, then I will return to you what the demons took from you so long ago. You need only turn back, and it will be yours again. All the pain you carry will be
That's not a bad trade, but what the hell did I lose? Aw, I wish I could go out there and look at the environment. I sort of can. That's pretty dang cool, man. Not sure if we got 4 more documents or what's going on, you know? We do have another document. Okay. Is that something I could skip? Oh, no, there's another one up there. Okay. I did it already, Chug. Did you ask for another set? Yeah, I already did the push-ups. Yeah. Yeah, you could ask everybody. I did it already. Sentinels Part 7. I just picked up Part 7. I think Part 6 is down here. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I already did them. Yeah, Part 6. We got Part 6 and Part 7 now. Okay, guys, check this out. Here's Part 6. Of course, you got... Who the hell made the original of that with the human body? I can't remember what it is, but I know there's a human version. All right, let's read this next one in. All right, the translation from the Book of Kings. Unlike enemies of the past, we could not contain the demons emerging from the dark realm. Their weaponry was not conjured from the machine steel, but from the essence of the very being. A dark magic not known to us in our many conquests. We had grown overconfident. Our victory serving to dull our blade as we drank in the glory of our expanding empire? Lost. We knew not of how to prevail against his foe. The Maker God stood perplexed, and our engineers and priests scrambled to find the advantage in battle we so desperately needed. Unknown to the enemy, we were pushed to the brink of defeat, and our gods stood with us as we worked to find the answer. The Order of the Deeg were the first to unlock the mystery of these foul creatures. The priests were able to capture several of the beasts and set about to identify the source of their power. It was then that the essence of the Dark Realm was discovered. Not wholly unlike our own, this power was the life essence that flowed through their twisted form and powered their attacks. It could be harnessed to power our own weapons, giving the Argenta the chance to combat the demons on even footing. The priests believed that with greater knowledge of the essence, we could discover its source and cut it off from the demons to strangle their armies from within, allowing us to regain the advantage we required for victory on the battlefield. The Khan Maker gave blessings to our majesty and directed the priests to delve deeper into the mysteries of the Scarlet Elixir from the demonic realm, for she sought only to return balance to our universe. Proper assimilation was required as hell stood beyond her influence. After great effort, the priests discovered more than they had ever hoped for. They learned of the true nature of the demonic energy and how it could strengthen those skilled enough to harness its power. The energy coursing through the malformed bodies of our relentless enemy could be used to end life or to enhance it. The power to heal, to mend, immortality, knowledge, and enlightened faculties beyond our understanding. With the demon's life force in the skilled hands of the sentinel priests and under the righteous gaze of the Khan Maker, our people would not only rise to victory over the unholy horde that clawed us at our walls, we would move to a higher plateau of existence, ushering in a new era of military science and industrial healing. No sentinel would grow sick. No maker would need to suffer the transfiguration that they so feared. All would be risen. None could ever oppose our peaceful ways and threaten our world again. True balance over hell and its legions, over space and time, in this world and others. We could dictate the order. United with the Makers, we would find peace eternal. Demonic doesn't need her own realm, right? There's your image again, guys. Alright, so that's part 6. We're going to read part 7 now. Oh, the Doom guys in this one again. You know, there was a specific guy that we picked up an item from earlier that he charged, and he was called the Betrayer. I think this might be him back here. So I wonder how this is all fitting together now. My realm. Alright, let's see. Translation from the Book of Kings. All right. The Khan Maker demanded a tithe of the essence, and driven by her desire, the priests submitted themselves to her will. The Order of the Deeg took counsel with the king, speaking only of the spoiled land sure to be found through the cleft in creation, and the opportunity to purge the new invaders from Argent-Nur. We took the war to their cursed land, pressing through the gates of wizardry. There was one among us who seemed to know the true natures of these foul demons. It was the Outlander, the stranger who had come to us from places unknown. He who had survived in the front lines far longer than any sentinel-born prisoner had before. His passion for battle against the vile horde was evident, his lust for their destruction matching our own, though Argent-Nur remained a foreign land to him. His fervor caught the attention of the inquisitors of the Sentinel Guard, some whispering of a suspected allegiance he held in secret with the demons. Silencing the critics, King Novik deemed him worthy of selection. The signifiers brought a commission to our king, and it was decided that he be lifted from the common rabble. Though no arena-born prisoner had ever been granted the honor, the Knight Sentinels broke tradition and deemed the Outlander worthy of training. So he joined the Knight Sentinels, okay. A number of disciples grumbled and chafed at the barbarian present in their ranks, but in the war with the demons, all opportunities for even the slightest advantage was to be considered, and as they witnessed the stranger spar with their hall masters, they found him an undying, unrelenting compatriot. This man was an outsider, friend to none, and yet rose each time he was thrown to the dirt of the circle, battered and bruised, his brows stained with blood. He rose with grim determination for the chance to face his enemies in armed combat once again. Time passed as the stranger was instructed in the codified matrices of our order, the ancient lessons of battle and brotherhood taught to all sentinels. He could sense the opportunity before him. Soon all hell would feel his wrath once again. Satisfied that he would not be a determinant to their prowess, the Knight Sentinels granted him his wish as they ventured through the hell gates with the stranger in tow. They knew no rest, fighting in the unnatural elements and training under the blood moon of night. The stranger suffered exhaustion, wounds, and sickness, but asked for no aid and was offered none. 3 times the Knight Sentinels ventured into the gate and back, and upon every return the stranger strode more capable than before. His gait locked in step with the march of the Sentinels. A disciplined, now controlled lust for demon blood ever present. The passing of years and innumerous battles with the devils indentured the stranger to Argenta's mightiest warriors, and no longer did they condescend to him as a new-blooded conscript, for to them he had become a brother in arms forged in war, an ally, and a weapon. That's a lot to read. That's a lot to read, but basically, he was brought into the Sentinels group. They didn't like that he wasn't born into it, you know, he was just added into the group. He was the first person that was like that was thrown into the Colosseum that was not born of it, so they hated him for it. But over time, he gained their love and trust, I guess, as a family. And now we're here. Okay, I see. I was gonna hit it eventually anyway because I had to go up here. This is where I was supposed to go for the story. Now when I hit that switch, what did that do? I might have opened something up. Hey, what's up, Trash Hunter? How you doing? Oh, I see it. Okay, it only indents a little bit. There's nothing behind there.
I pity the humans. I do. Theirs is a hard role to play. But I too have a world to save. Without their souls, there can be no hell energy, and the Argent will cease to flow. I cannot allow this to happen. You will not stand in the way of Erdag's progress. This is how it has always been done. It is not for you to deny us our chance at prosperity.
So wait, they were going for the Argent energy as well? And they needed it as well? That's literally what the Doom guy destroyed in the first game. You know what? That makes sense, because they were talking about in one of the indexes that I just read, one of the journal pieces about the Sentinels, is that they were going into hell to try and see if they could steal their power and use it for themselves to make themselves more powerful than anybody else, so nobody can oppose them. So they were trying to do exactly what Samuel Hayden had already done on Mars in the first game, which was the Argent energy. But they were using it as a way for themselves. They you know, they weren't, you know what, I don't know, whatever. They used it as a way to open up portals to hell, and hell ended up getting all over Mars. Now hell is on Earth. So these guys are doing the exact same thing pretty much, and he's wanting to stop them, I guess. Okay. Having a day of playing Minecraft and cleaning your kitchen. Oh, that sounds like a pretty good day. Is this part 8? Yep. Part 8, guys. Look at this image. God, sorry, my nose itches. There we go. We got another image. The Sentinels fighting back the demons. You got the con maker up behind the Sentinels' home, and what looks like angels in the background in the upper left. You know, they even got their own makeshift halos and wings. Okay. Here we go. From the Book of Kings. As we warred with the beasts of Argenta, society grew. As we warred with the beasts, the Argenta society grew. Under the watchful eye of the makers and through the endless power of the essence. While our generals were consumed with the unholy war, our culture was marked by the beautiful potion the enemy had provided us, the sweet elixir. It brought us immeasurable capacity and empowered us to reach farther into dimensions once thought to be beyond our grasp. Under the direction of our maker, gods and the engineering of our high priests, our weapons blazed and our war machines stormed. So they got a hold of the Argent energy as well. That's the elixir. The throngs of the populace drank deeply. Nice, Trash Hunter. From the well of energy unveiled by the priests. But we of the Night Sentinels took no part in their abundance. Some among us whispered accusations and warnings against this manner of progress, but they were quelled, and it was not our role to dictate the future of our people, only to defend it. Yeah, so the Sentinels are basically like the Jedi. They're not supposed to... They're like the Jedi when it comes to the Senate and stuff like that. They're not supposed to choose sides in a way or stuff like that. I mean, they can have factions and stuff like that to be able to help people, but they're not supposed to meddle in politics. They're only supposed to defend their people. So it's very similar. Wear random sunglasses for 5 minutes. Okay. Let's go with the orange pair. There you go. It feels a lot better to wear these without hair. It's much better. So I gotta get in another way. Straight across. Yep. Another Predator suit point token. Another extra life. And we're good. Oh, guys, I got to have a little bit of time and play this game in a 4K HDR for about 5 or 10 minutes just to mess around and check it out on my TV. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They did a great job. Oh, we're getting up to a big boss battle here soon. All right, guys. History of the Sentinels part 9. Oh, we got a new image. Hey, guys, look. It's Sauron. Sauron has come at last. Or is that the Doomslayer? Who is that? Whoever it is, they've got the crucible in hand. That's what this is right here. It's a crucible. So, it just... Oh, whoever it is, they destroyed a really big one. Stab him. Yes! Alright. Translation from the Book of Kings. As the Black Star ascended to its zenith, King Novik sat restless on his throne as a howling darkness began to assemble just beyond the mountain rise to the east. The Blight came upon us in droves, flooding forth from the Hellgate with merciless fury. They brought with them a monstrous titan, the Dreadnought, a beast to rival the stature and menace of even the mightiest ancestral. The grotesque giant laid waste to all before him, crushing all in his path. This was a total demonic assault, striking at the heart of JoeNumb3rs as never before. How was it that the behemoth could pass through the demonic gate without warning? We would never know, though the Night Sentinels believed treason was at play. Caught off guard, the Sentinels scrambled late in defiance of the Titan and his horde, and with his coming, the holy city of Taras Nabad prepared for judgment. With the onslaught of the demons massed in the sprawling shadow of the abhorrent fiend, the city shook to its foundation. I know, right? A gate. None were spared life, save those that fled north. The vile swarm ransacked our temples and palaces, burning our towers and feasting on the souls of our clergy. Yet the Night Sentinels rallied and held fast against the demons, though they were pushed back and corralled at the blood arena. As the dark of night descended, their swords remained potent and shred the enemy multitude with abandon. Amidst the unyielding ranks of the Sentinels, when all other apprentices had fallen in battle, stood the Outlander. Rip and tear, he roared, ferocious in battle. The remaining conscripts of the arena stood in awe as they witnessed the beast who had once raged within their very cells, now armored alongside the shoulders of his sentinel brethren. He had risen where none other had before, a true-born sentinel fighter, the very best among them. But though the swarm fell before their assault, the Titan remained invincible, for none could tame the behemoth alone. In the hours before dawn, as the Night Sentinels weathered the relentless assault, the Outlander held his ground at the foot of the great wall in the northern bend of the castle. Seeing his unending vigor, Samur, Chancellor to the Mother God, hurried the Outlander away under veil of secrecy and, for a reason unknown, submitted him to a rite untold. This was heresy, for Samur received no consent from the Khan Maker, nor did he receive her counsel. In a chapel of purity, the Outlander submitted himself to the divinity machine. There, Samur Maker, the Seraphim, known to us only as the aid to the Mother God, blessed the Outlander with fierce speed and power to match his will. It was the method by which this transformation took place that was most uncertain to us, for we were of the knowledge that the Maker device bestowed onto the Argenta so many generations ago was to be used by the priests only to find the impurity among us. How could it be that the device that was meant to call the sentinel breed of its contaminants could then be used to purify the Outlander's body and give rise to the one who would lead us into battle henceforth? What rose from the holy coffin on that fateful day was not the impure abomination the Covenant warned us of. The hero within would come to be known as the Great Slayer, the Time Walker, the warrior Khan, whose fire sword would blaze forth a path for the just and cut through the demonic horde with a vengeance that only a God King could summon. He rose unbroken by the ritual, his eyes burning with Maker magic. He took the crucible in his hand, and wraith fire leapt forth from the blade, as only it will when held by a true Sentinel Warrior King. In our darkest hour, the Slayer had been chosen. Defying tradition, our most sacred laws, and the will of the great Khan herself, a stranger to our lands, had been blessed with celestial might. This is so freaking cool, man. This is cool to read. I love all this lore. Alright. Give demonic everything. The demonic gate. Let's see, okay. So what does this switch do? Oh, I was wanting to make sure I didn't miss anything.
I cannot stand by and watch as you put our future at risk. Earth will be consumed, and the energy will continue to flow. It is your people's survival against mine.
So basically, the Sentinels and their entire faction, they have allowed the demons to invade Earth so they could keep their Argent energy for themselves and let Earth die. But why would they let Earth specifically go? And that is why the Doomslayer, who we are, is coming forth, because he is also human. Even though he's been he's been given so many different powers, he is still human, and he would like to save his people, pretty much is what he's doing here. So that's where we're at. Now we got another one. Oh, Deeg Grav. Oh yeah. Okay. Story of Hell. All right. I haven't been reading any of these, so. Arsenal tutorials, Story of Earth, Story of the Sentinels. I've gotten almost every single one of these. I did like the Dr. Elena Richardson blogs. I like the Story of the Sentinels. Let's see if we can get some more. So I think we're about to run into Deeg Grav. We have picked up everything except for one more lore piece, which is right there. It's at the end of this hallway. Alright, guys. I think we're about to run into a boss battle. Fast travel unlocked. Alright, here we go. We got one more lore page. What's this supposed to be? Gladiator. Is this what I gotta fight? Huh. Okay, here we go. Enjoy, guys.
You'll make a fine addition to the front lines, stranger.
The demons! They are everywhere. Must kill them all!
Dress his wounds and bring him to us. I want to know more about the others he speaks of.
Yes, Your Grace. If Sentinel holy blood is spilled on these grounds, you will lose all sovereignty here.
Oh god, I just can't take him seriously anymore. That's the shield. Yep, called it. Here we go, boys. It doesn't seem like it's too tough. I'm gonna figure it out for myself. I don't want the game trying to tell me exactly what I need to do. He's not too hard if I'm playing it from a distance. Ammo! That's pretty much my ammo casing. Almost got him. One more of those should do it. Got him! I think. Oh, and he's got another health bar. I know, that's what happens when you stab it with a unicorn. I wonder if I can cheat this like the previous game. Nah, but they fixed that. Dang it. That's a lot of help. Ow. That should be it. Got him. Get wrecked. Face smash. Oh.
This stops nothing. Earth will be consumed, regardless of what.
Law. Here come other sentinels.
The portal is ready. We should leave immediately.
Hell Priest eliminated. We got 10 points out of it, an upgrade for Blood Punch. Nice. And then glory kills on heavy damage will now instantly charge a Blood Punch. Neat. Achievement unlocked. Thumbs down. Best the gladiator in the Coliseum. Nice. Can't see my mouse. Let me see. Should have got 10 points. Yep, got it all. You can switch it back now that I've seen that glorious mess. I knew you didn't like it. Nice. Let me let this video finish out and then I'll turn them off.
The Khan Maker has overloaded your systems. Vega has no control over...
If you had let the culling continue, the human race you fight to protect would have survived. Now I will resurrect the icon of sin. He will devour Earth and leave your home world in ruins.
If it's a giant John Romero, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Shall never return. And this will be yet another another world you brought to extinction. This stronghold will now serve as your prison. With no power, you can do no more harm to our mission, and we may continue the work that must be done.
Oh, you guys prisoned the wrong guy. Just wanted to see him in a cutscene. Okay, that's fine. Was it worth the 10,000 bits? I hope it was, dude. In all sincerity, I really hope it was. As much as I'm joking about it and messing around, you know? Glad you're having a good time. I'll leave it on. Because honestly, I didn't care. It is very dark in here. It's open enough to where I can get the power on, but... Uh-oh, where's our guy? Oh, yes. The Crucible.
You didn't know you had the demonic Crucible. In the end, the very power source you sought to eradicate from Earth is now what will help you save it.
The mission on Sentinel Prime was a success. The demonic consumption of Earth has been stopped.
Only a Slayer's Crucible blade can stop a Titan. You must get to the Sentinel city of Taras Nabad to retrieve your Crucible before it is too late. Without it, the Titan cannot be stopped.
Setting the portal to Taras Nabad.
So wait. Are we gonna have to fight a Titan? Man, this is gonna be crazy. One more is all I need. One more Empyrean key and I've got that. I picked up another vinyl somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. This is the main theme for Doom 3. I'll let that play out a little bit while we look around. No, don't fight the face! A blizzard? Oh, shoot. Oh, that's what I wanted, yeah. You got defeated. Ouch. Yeah, we should do armor next, but should I do flame belch or yeah, flame belch. Let's do armor. Let me look around, see if I can find the other poster. That's main room. Is this it? That's Quake 2. Already checked that one. Quake 3. Oh, the map will? Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. It'll tell me where they are, but will it tell me what they are? Dang. Here. Hey, Fluffy. How you doing, man? No, that's not it. Oh, okay. Two up the stairs behind me. No, I'm going the wrong way. Apparently two right here. One right here. That might be it. Yep, there it is. Quake Champions. That's what I was looking for. For a second, that sounded like a... Sounded like Halo. Thought maybe we were gonna go see the flood or something. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so we're gonna retrieve our crucible.
This is the Resistance Network, broadcasting live from inside the Arctic safe zone. There was a Slayer sighting on Phobos. Eyewitness reports say that he was spotted inside a command center and then proceeded to fight his way through the mortally challenged and onto the deck of the BFG-10K.
Mortally challenged.
This can't be confirmed, but many believe it was the Slayer himself who destroyed Mars in an attempt to stop the challenged from further advancing their position on Earth. We will post more information as it comes in. This is an ARC broadcast.
At least the news is good, and it's not J. Jonah Jameson always talking us down, you know? Taras Nabad? Wait a second, I was here earlier, wasn't I? Nope, different map. Maybe a different part of it. I've got, you know what, before I move on, I'm going to use some of these arsenal points. I've got way too many. Sticky bombs, already did it. Full auto, I see, okay. Arbalist, already did it. I think I already got the improvements for that, but I'm... Kill 50 demons with the super shotgun while using the meat hook. I have not done that yet. See, remote detonator, lock on burst. Lock on burst. Recharge time, yes. Lock on speed. I have yet to use the heat blast, so no thank you. BFG. Yeah, the longer the projectile can fly, the more damage the tendrils will do. If you see BFG ammo nearby, that might mean you can afford to shoot the gun.
Your crucible is still embedded in the Titan that attacked this Sentinel City. Your first battle against the demons in this world, where the legend of the Slayer began.
Yep. I read about that in the Sentinel lore that they were talking about. He's over there. Check it out, guys. Look at this. That's where we're going. Way over there. There's a lot of stuff to pick up here. That's not where I'm supposed to go, apparently. Okay. That'll work, I guess. Taras Nabad. Neat. Oh, let me take them out. Choose your poison, pretty much. Oh, you're shooting at me. Hold on. Ouch. I am getting my butt kicked right now. Really badly. Seriously, dude? Take a break. Switch guns in slow motion. There, now I feel better.
The great city of Taras Nabad, site of the first recorded demon attack in Argentanur. According to the Korax tablet, the city would have been lost had it not been for the arrival of the Slayer.
Nice. Free armor. Nice, butter. There's something below here. End of the bridge right here. Maybe I can get to it from down here. Time to test. Yep. BFG Division. Doom 2016 album. Nice. That's pretty cool. I'm glad they released a patch last night, and I think that might have fixed the music. You remember how the music was always playing last night when I was playing, guys? It was just a constant barrage of music, and I am so glad it's finally toned down a little bit. As much as I like the music when it comes to the fights, I want it to be quiet when it's quiet, and I want it to be loud when it's loud, you know? Why are you so worried about showing who you are? Never be afraid to be who you are, sir. Oh, I see, okay. Eat it. Yep, there was the king. I talked to him earlier. I need ammo. You're my ammo guy. There you go, thank you. Oh shoot, haste. Not again, I gotta find the thing. There's a haste totem around here somewhere. I gotta take that out or else I'm gonna be fighting here forever. Ow. Dead. I'm lost. Almost all my extra lives already. Okay, you can take a break. I think it's because he's in. Oh, it's got to be because of the arts file that's here. I just thought about it. It's got to be because of the arts file. Out of ammo. Out of ammo. Ran out of ammo. At least I know what to do now. That's the first time I've ran into the arts file so far. And now that I know how what I need to do, I know what to do. So we're good. We're good. I just got to focus on him. And then everything else will fall into line. Okay, take a break. Take a break! I said take a break. That means stop fighting me. It ain't gonna happen anyway. Fire. Fire, dude. It's all fire, man, at Archvile. Yep, I know. I know what this Archvile is, game. There's ways you can cheap them out in the original game. You can't do that in here. Got it. Why would I not want my double barrel? Told you. That's how you do it, man.
All your strength, all that rage, and you couldn't save this world from itself. But this time Earth will be different.
Getting some ammo back by chopping them up. Ammo! Almost like he's trying to contradict what I'm doing. Talking the way he is. Ah, shoot. Here we go. Got something to fight here. That's actually good timing. That was close, but we got him. That was very close, but we got him. Nice. A mastery token. That's the first time I picked up one of those. I don't know what that is. Oh, there's an auto map up there. If I punch that, it'll open up the next area, but I'm kind of wondering... It's going to open up the floor. Or I thought. No, it's opening up the water. Swimming? That's new. I didn't know you could swim in this game. Oh, that's what the radiation suit's for. I got you. Okay, because it's ratted. Let's go, Duke Nukem guy. We gotta drain the water. Hold on, guys. We gotta drain the swamp. James, I'm not stuck on anything. You're doing that to me on purpose. Swimmer, no swimming. Oh, man. Oh, I gotta get over there somehow. I see. Okay. I can't do anything underwater. Can't shoot, I can't punch, I can float. That's about it. Wow, okay. Hey! Now do it. Okay. Which pair did you want me to wear? Just, yep. I could get out one of my best pair. How you doing, Pickle? Good to see you, man. The one that's the hottest. All right. Tell me if you know what movie these are from. It's from 2 movies. Thank you. I actually did it myself. It's the first time I've ever cut my hair on my own, just a simple buzz. Let me get the glasses up so you can see them. It's from 2 movies. I'll give you a hint. He's the old guy from Up. No. No, these are from 2 Marvel movies. I know you're kidding. It's all good. Figure out where I gotta go. I know where I gotta go. I just gotta figure out how to get there. Maybe I can boost through the wall. Maybe that's what I gotta do. Big Lebowski? No, that's not it. Ah, that's it. I had to speed through it. Yep, you got it, Tony Stark. Tony Stark. Actually, it was Tony Stank. Oh, a little bit, really? Well, hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's actually in 2 movies. Avengers Infinity War, and it's also in Spider-Man Far From Home. Can I get back out of here now? Is that it right there? Nope. Gotta get out of here somehow, or at least I think. Can I go down? Nope. You can't even crouch in this game. It's actually kind of weird. So, how was the rest of your afternoon cast today, Pickle? Did you have a good time with Hambino? Hambino. I don't even know how to get out of here. Let's go down. Oh, I see. Okay, I opened up this.
It is written that your hatred for the demons gave the people of Argentinur hope, as it does now on Earth.
I'm trying to do that, thank you. Okay, there you go. Did I take out the runner somehow by accident? I don't know why. This guy refuses to die or something. That's weird. We have an invincible character. We have a glitched invisible character. You dead now? Nope, he's still there. All right, let me get my Praetor token. We'll get out of here. Oh my gosh, guys. History of the Sentinels Part 10. There we go. See, suit, Arsenal Codex. History of the Sentinels Part 10. Okay, so where we last left off on this, they were talking about how they imbued you with the power of the Doomslayer. Now we're going to check out the the next part of this. All right, so with the coming of the Slayer, the Night Sentinels took the campaign deeper into the heartland of the demons than ever before. Mighty Atlans were brought forth, tearing paths through the hordes of hell alongside the Slayer and his army. The high priests, under the guidance of the Mother God, had found means to gain entry to the innermost regions of the demon world. And with the Deeg's presence, new gates could be opened. Our war machines were unstoppable, wrought with maker technology, enhanced by the very essence our enemies hurled against us as our armies drove deeper and deeper into the blood-drenched territory of the demons. Countless victories were assured with the power of the Slayer, for with the Alpha Interfector and the four of our pack, we brought certain doom to our foes. And though our hearts were pure and our purpose righteous, unbeknownst to the fighters of Argenta. Do you have song requests? No, I don't have it turned on. I have it, I just don't have it turned on. I lost my place. Secrecy, righteous, unbeknownst to the fighters of Argenta in our wake, and under the veil of secrecy, the Mother God had set our priests to build vast factories upon the heathen's land, that she might gather the essence for further development. How this depiction began, we would not know, for our focus remained on the hordes of the underworld. Why then would we stoop so low as to consider our Mother God of betraying our covenant? The Khan Maker did not seem at ease with the unforeseen rise of our Slayer, and the Seraphim, who had birthed the Destroyer in secret, soon vanished from Urdak, perhaps exiled for his heresy. Our legions rose unfettered under the unquenchable rage of the Doomslayer, and his design led the Khan Maker to find profit in his endorsement. It soon became known that the Slayer was the Maker's god machine, a holy relic reborn, sent to bring the Maker's word to the wicked and to smite those who would seek to harm all who followed the path to Urdak. With the Slayer unwittingly cleaving a path for her, the Mother God siphoned the essence, processing it beyond our knowledge into the fuel that would become known as Argent Energy. Exactly what I thought was going to be happening was Argent Energy. I knew that was going to be brought up eventually. The Slayer cared not for polity. Is it piety? Polity? Yes, polity. He took no interest in the workings of our people, but set his task only in his desire, the destruction of the demons in their world. He no longer spoke for reasons unknown, though it was understood that he still possessed the ability, offering only guttural hefts of anger as he inflicted pain upon his enemies. For years he marched with the Night Sentinels through the fires of the demon lands, and every return to our homeworld found much changed in Argent-Nur. Should any blame be apportioned to the Sentinels, it is this. In our fervor, we were negligent of our people, and we did not see the rising tide of evil our crusade empowered. We knew only the enemy laid before us and the wealth of Argenta at our backs, and did not pause to seek the cost and method of this progress. Yep, so they pretty much, this is like a story of, hey man, we're prospering, we're fantastic, we're the best army in the entire world, but at what cost? Is pretty much what all this is about. But at what cost? They lost themselves while they were trying to defeat the world. Defeat the universe, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why that specific Terminator won't die. I'm gonna let him kill me on purpose. I'm gonna reset this. I can't have this guy following me the entire match. So I'm gonna load the checkpoint. There, now he's dead. Thank you. Got him. Losing oneself is fun, but it depends on the manner of speaking. Yeah, people that get high every day and they're losing themselves. There's a way to get in there. I just gotta open the gate somehow. Or I can glitch it through. It's mine. Manner of speaking is that if you disagree, you've broken the laws of physics by having a wrong opinion. Oh, what did I just find?
We must move. Quickly. There are those who would seek to stop this. I offer you a gift. Take it. It will give you strength. Help you on your journey.
This is where he did what he wasn't supposed to do. It was against their...
And now, they will fear you.
Yep. This is where it all happened. This is how he gained his strength as a Doomslayer in the first place, was this room right here. This is where it all happened. That is so cool. Hey, what's going on, Teal? You beat it already? Nice, dude. Can't be spoiled anymore. Nice, we'll come in and hang out, dude. Trying to figure out how to get into this room. Don't tell me. I'll figure it out. You know what? I bet you it's a wall from the other side or something. So you beat the game. Did you get all the collectibles? You can use the cheat things to get them. Nice. I didn't need any cheats. It's gonna be fun though. I definitely want infinite ammo. I've already got it. I've already got a bunch of them. I just don't want to use them right now on my playthrough. How do you get in there? Oh, we're already over time. Let's put that down. But yeah, thank you everybody for commenting on my nice haircut. I really appreciate it. You know why? It makes me feel better because I did it on my own. The only part I needed help with was the back of my head. But yeah, I literally did all that on my own. I'm really proud of myself that I was able to do it. Doesn't seem like a big of a deal, you know, it's an easy buzz cut and stuff like that, but I've never done it before on my own, so it's like really, really happy. Hey, what's going on, Divine? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm 31, I never cut my own hair. Usually I had somebody else do it for me. I got into... I asked my dad twice to help me out with it. He said he was going to do it before he went to go pick up my mom from work today, and he couldn't get around to it. And then he said he was going to do it when he got home, and then he's busy. He had to go to the store and get some food and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take care of it on my own. I'll give it a try. Looked up a tutorial on how to do it correctly. Literally, because you know me, Google. Google is my friend. Looked it up, figured it out. We already had the proper cutters and everything, so I went ahead and did it, and it came out great. Well, here's the problem with that, Vapor. The only one that we have is a really unstable and broken handled handle mirror, and then my bathroom. It was really hard for me to be able to do the back of my head using just the mirror in the bathroom mirror. The handheld mirror in the bathroom mirror. It's very difficult. Hey, you're allowed to scream. That's what you're supposed to laugh at me and make jokes. That's what you're supposed to do. I already hit this switch. And I already hit the one that was behind here. You know what? I just thought about it. Ah, there it is. I see something. How do I get in there? See, now I feel better. Make fun of me, Teal. Come on, bring it on. You can't do it, no balls. Come on, be like the guys yesterday that started making fun of me because they started, well, I just started yelling out randomly that I was a virgin, and then I just banned them from the channel, so whatever you want to do. All right. Somehow I got to get that room opened up, and I thought maybe I could do it from below, but it looks like that's not it. So I got to open up this somehow. In order to be able to get in there. I see a climbable wall. What a hecking loser game, boy. Be quiet, boy. You will anger your father. I don't know, just something random. Keep talking, boy. You will see what happens.
Boy, boy, come boy.
Come boy. Is it the pole? No, it's not the pole. At least I have an idea of where I was supposed to go. So it's got to be opening up this one first. But how? This room is acting like there's more to it than that. And there's back wall right there. In order to open up sections, I either had to shoot something or I had to push a button. I was thinking maybe there's some kind of button I gotta push behind him. Because I had to push a button there, and I had to push a button there. So yeah, I already hit this one. So I already got that. And I already hit this one. Neat. Boop. I'm lost. That music all of a sudden kicking on the way it did. So I've already been down there, and I've already been over there and gotten that. And I was thinking maybe there was a back way to get into the room, but no. Maybe there is, and I'm wrong. Go back down this way for a moment. Oh, you know, I just thought about something. Hold on. I can just imagine Teal, he's like screaming at his computer monitor right now, like, Joe, you just went past it. You should have gone back. You're going the wrong way. Already hit that switch. That opened up the pipe below. I see the green up there that I think I'm supposed to hit. But I can't do anything from out here. There's a wall in there, and I'm trying to figure out what that's for. You want a tip? Yeah, sure. This is taking forever. Give me a tip. Not this room. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Got something. Oh, I see. Something opened up here. Little cyber mancubus. So I got that one. Now how do I get the rest? Did I miss something back at the start of the map? I missed a battery back at the start of the map. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to go back. I might die in a transition. Game, I'd like to climb this wall, thank you. The battery stumped you too? Okay, so you didn't go back for it then, I guess. I'm gonna take a guess and it has something to do with this flag. This one doesn't do that, but that one does. I think somehow, some way you're supposed to take flags over to it. Nah, that can't be it. This one's the same over here. Never mind, I'm wrong. And I can't go back to the start, can I? I'm gonna look around for a breakable object. Not down into the water, please. Thank you. My friend Sacred probably found it. He's back at work today, so... There it is. It's got to be close by. What's the name of this level? Let me see really fast. Doom Eternal. I think I found it. I hate when you're trying to look for something on YouTube and they give you a non-skippable ad. I've had an ad on here be like, let me see. That's simple and easy. Okay, I did this one. Did that one. Oh my gosh, I found it. It was a punchable object. Check it out. Teal, here's where it's at. Another punchable object just sitting there. Oh, it's a punch. Okay. That's what the wall's for. You gotta jump up and punch it. Punch. Got it. And then, of course, it disappears and the door's open. Got it. I got the battery. All right, let's get out of here. Sorry, guys. It took a lot longer than it should have. Now, if I can survive the next fight without dying, it'd be nice. Okay, so we walked in here and found out that this is the place where the Doomslayer got his power in the first place, and it was against their act, their dealings, everything. He was not supposed to get this, the divinity machine, but he got it anyway. Got it. Yeah, let's go. Dead. I barely even got in the door. That ain't gonna be good with this amount of health. Well, the game gave me a little more. Okay, so. Thank you. Ow! My body just exploded. I didn't even get hit by anything. It was just it just exploded out of nowhere. Try it again. Had to wait for it to reset. I got it on fast charge and it's still not fast enough. Ooh, I forgot about BFG. BFG. Get absolutely wrecked, dude. That's what happens when you hit him with the right stuff. I still have an ammo complaint about this game. I don't think there's enough. But we made it. Did I miss him? There was a one up right there. Hey, what's going on, Wise? How you doing? It is you. What's up, buddy? Got back from Canada yesterday. Nice, how'd that go? Oh, I see. There's two of them or something. Where's the other one at? That's it right there. Hey, what's up, Blue? For the first few days and everything started closing. Well, I mean, for obvious reasons. I mean, you've been following the news, right, and all that. You left Canada the day the borders were closing? Let me guess, did you get stuck on your way out? Hours before. Oh, dude, dang. When did the borders close again for Canada? I can't remember. Oh, we're very close. Got two big fights that I can see. Yeah, I understand, Blues Nut. Yeah, I'm still working because Twitch, but it's the same everywhere all over the country. Everybody's out of school. Yesterday night, I left yesterday morning. Okay. There's my key. The door's up here. This is the last one, by the way. The last one that I need to do, and then we have whatever the hell's in that room. The key will be mine. That's good to hear from Home Depot. Freaking awesome, dude. Are you serious? It won't let me up. Can't get on top of the box without doing that first. Nice, all of it's gone. We're good. It's good to hear you're safe and you're doing all right, Wise. Yeah. So other than everything closing up, how was Canada? You have a good time except for the closures? Alright, there's a fight in this next room and there's also a BFG shot. I am going to wait and we're going to go do this fight first. Yeah, everybody here is fully stocked up. We're good to go. We're fine in my house. This is the last room. The last one I gotta do. Here we go. Oh no, another one. Another arch file. Somewhere. There he is. Where'd he go? Frick. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm stuck. I got stuck in the ground. I got stuck in the ground. Glitch. This might work if he gets close enough. Now I'm stuck inside of a box. Dang it, game. Of course you're going to do this to me. I have no choice. I got to load from checkpoint. Night, Melissa. See you tomorrow. Up, up. No more haste. Ammo! Okay, it was orange. That means when I hit it, that means it should do it. There we go. on with them down here? Oh, hi. We are. What's up, Darth? How you doing, buddy? Eat it. Ow. Ow. Okay, take a break. Nice, Darth. Glad to hear it, buddy. Got it, man. We got every single Slayer gate in the game. They're all done. Every single Slayer gate, every single key. We did it. That is all of them completed. No, no hacks. Just amazing. I'm just awesome like that. We have completed every single one of them. Let me see. Open my Xbox One to clean it, but it wasn't dusty as you thought it was. But someone was saying it has a coolant system, but my screwdrivers wouldn't turn the screws, so couldn't do anything about that. Wanted to keep it cool because it gets hot quickly, but I don't play it that long, so... Oh, I got you, buddy. Okay. Is this an original Xbox One, or is it an S, or is it an X? Retrieve your crucible. I like how it says your crucible. All right, time for a fight. Come on, game. Come on, game. Oh, God. It has to be that one shot, isn't it? Bastards. Oh, hi. Okay, you can leave me alone! Oh my gosh, the game literally had them pull me and push me away from exactly where I was trying to go. Evil game. Evil game. Original Xbox? Okay. Original Xbox One, you mean? Yeah. Bad game. Bad game. Not good. Game is evil. Well, wait a second. You know what I should have done? I should have used the BFG shot. No! That's it. It's all. You're all dead. Goodbye. One single shot, man. One single BFG shot, and I took out the rest of the room. Ah. Gun is OP as hell. Well, that's how the BFG has always been, so. That was a struggle fight, man. There's just so much going on with that one. All right, what do we got in here? There's like a switch or something I gotta hit. Probably up the stairs or something. Yep, wall. There it is. a... Power up mode. Overdrive. Got it. Is this like a Bloodborne joke? Darth, look at that. We are born of the blood. Made men by the blood. Undone by the blood. "35-second fight. Let's go." Oh no! It had to be you. You're a little freaking dog too. I'll get you, my little pretty. Yeah. All right, shotgun. Wrong shotgun. The fire guy is annoying. Please die. Let's try again. Fire guy refuses to die. Failed. It's not enough damage. Can't use lock on rockets. Can't use heavy cannon. Can't use chain gun. Okay, I couldn't slide because... Oh, why? I don't know either, babe. I don't know. I thought I had more time. Apparently not. Oh my gosh, if that was it with the last shot, I was gonna be so freaking pissed. It's like literally the last one of these that I have to complete in like the entire game. Just kill myself instead. Noob. Up. Thank you. Or not. I went down to 0 that quick? I ran out of time already. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can do this one. Does it like he's not even trying. I just can't kill him fast enough. Well, that was nice. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Literally, he just like, bam, that's it. Gone. Counter his attack when his eyes flash green. Otherwise, he blocks your shots. He's resistant to super weapons. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to use my chainsaw on the other one, but the game said I had no target, which I find to be a bunch of crap, but alright. Don't you remember the last game when you can actually pull out the chainsaw and hold it in your hand? Use it as an object? Kind of walk around with it? Yeah, I remember that. There was all the counters. There was all the counters. They're all good shots, too. Wrong gun, game. Thank you. Screw it. Hold on. I had no choice. There's nothing I can do. I'm not putting out enough damage. I'm hitting them pretty much with point blank shots. There's nothing else I can do. Dead. Nothing I can do. Got my health back from that last one I just chainsawed, but then all of a sudden, nope, dead. There's nothing I can do. I'm doing exactly as it says. Just not enough damage. Finally, that worked. I had to wait for the perfect shots every single time continuously in order for that to work. Dang, that's annoying. We got him. Ah, finally. Alright, let's move on. That fight was annoying, but we're good. Sorry, this is what happens when you try to go for a 100% completion. You get easily annoyed by little things.
If the Crucible Blade is removed, the Titan will rise again.
Interesting. Are we about to see a giant Titan all of a sudden, dude? This is gonna be great, guys. Let me see. History of the Sentinels, Part 11. There we go. History of the Sentinels, Part 11. I want to see this. I've been reading all this stuff about the Sentinels. It's been really cool. Yet as the Slayer and the Night Sentinels battled the demonic host, their failure to act outside the confines of their duty allowed the rancor of the Essence to grip the Argenta. It was on a mission deep within the boiling seas of the Netherrealm, where the Order of the Six reside, that a company of Night Sentinels learned of the Khan Maker's true dealings with the Callous Beast. By Maker design, it was kept secret from the Sentinels and Argent people alike. In the essence, we had grown so reliant, and during this war was comprised of the very spirit of our brothers and sisters who had fallen to these vile creatures. The truth had been uncovered, that all beings who found their end by the demonic horde would become a vassal of the hellscape. Their flesh and time twisted into the very demons we fight. Their souls extracted to create the essence that powers their world and ours. The victims were the enemy, and the enemy would become us. The soldiers stood in awe at the base of a factory dedicated to such action, a place where the bodies of the slain were sorted and processed, tortured for the mill to have their souls extracted through sinister magic. Enormous vats of pain and suffering, ethereal energy, the haunting sounds of lost souls awash in an eternity of servitude, transformed into energy to power out struggle against the dark realm and its malice. But worse than this grim reality was the discovery of the machinery which was used to enact the vile process our fallen had been subjected to. For it was not by hoof and claw that this blasphemous technology had come to pass. but by the hand of Argenta, guided by the Mother God's desires. We had fallen deep within the grasp of the enemy. What we had fought against would not reveal itself to be true, as without countenance, we could hold no sway over the Argenta populace. Regardless, the honor of the Night Sentinels would have to hold up the verity of these claims, and the Mother God could be our divinity no more. In secret corridors, in clandestine conference, the Night Sentinels would find those among them who similarly distrusted the essence and had foretold the swelling corruption. Once the truth could be shared, the skeptics became members of the Sentinel insurrection, and the breach between holy and unholy Argenta began to grow. Oh, so they found out that their own faction, the people that they were trying to protect, were the ones that were causing this all to happen in the first place. On purpose, might I add. There's another tag, and there's something in here. Oh. Yay, little marauder. Nice. I think we're about to see something really cool in a second, guys. I think we're about to make this giant titan come alive. You don't want to miss this, man. It's gonna be great. If I can get up here. That's where I'm trying to go. There it goes. Oh man, we're about to pull this out. Hold on. Yep, full screen. Here we go. Big fight. And I think we're about to use the crucible weapon for the first time. Oh, I was supposed to use that. The wall. Okay, I got you. Here we go. Getting out of the way.
Your vault should contain what you need.
Your vault should contain what you need. So is it gonna come awake and like attack everything? Because I was kind of hoping. That'd been really freaking cool. I was trying to, they attacked like within like the fraction of a millisecond. Exactly when I was trying to do my attack and it didn't work. Do you die? Oh, another one? Okay, 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 okay. We're good. We're good. You're good. I said we're good. Dang it. Why do I have to deal with another one? This game is evil. I'd like another BFG shop, please. That'd be really, really nice right now. Oh, come on! All right, now this one isn't timed. And dead. Nice. As much as I get mad at this game, I still love it. This is a heck of a lot of fun to play. Don't fight love. Love conquers all.
The world of JoeNumb3rs has fallen. Divided, the demonic energy flows now to the south, and the society you once knew has been replaced by a corrupted world under Maker rule. It did not need to end this way.
Tell it to the bad guys. There's still a good amount of level to do, but it looks like I've pretty much gotten through the fights, unless the game wants to add more. I see where I need to go. I'd like a chance to get behind you and, you know, fire at your butt. Or get stuck in the process. That'd be nice too. Thank you for dying. I appreciate it. Yes, shoot it in the butt. God, I don't know why, man. My nose is so itchy right now. It's really bad. Are there any secrets here? Nope. Let's get out of here then. Please stab my nose, somebody. This is annoying. You'll become Voldemort, though. Well, that's not a bad reason to not do it. Thank you. Alright, I gotta go down from here, and then it should be right there. Right here. Oh my gosh, I've been looking for one of these forever. Flame belts takes less time to cool down. It's very helpful if I want to be able to keep getting my armor up as fast as I can. King of the Crystals. What's that? Fully upgrade health, armor, or ammo in a single save slot. History of the Sentinels, Part 12. All right. So, last where we left off, the Sentinels realized that they were being betrayed by the people they were saving, and now they were forming their own Sentinel insurrection. And thus we go. The truth could not be denied. The unholy spires raised in the barren lands functioned by blessings of Maker machinery. The Khan had betrayed Argent Denur and had made a concert with the demons to harvest their essence, in return granting them access to all the worlds under her influence. A symbiotic relationship had formed, and darkness now had been balanced by a light. For where there was heaven, so there would be a hell. The followers would be granted passage to Urdak, and the sinners would fall into the fiery pits of the Dark Realm. This word would be spread from all cultures and all worlds and in all places. We were not without blame, for it was our people, the priests and the Sentinel engineers, who laid the work in place. Argenta slaves had built the dark factories, and our own ancient wraith energy helped purify Hell's elixir into the miracle fuel that now powered the Maker's world and our own. The Night Sentinels spoke of the evil brought by the essence, and carried their word to all who would listen. We had helped to create this new I don't know how to pronounce that. Dichotomy? Dichotomy? And so it must be for the Argenta to stop the spread of this pestilence. This new phase of existence, the dark and the light. If not for us, then for the innocent whose worlds have yet to fall under the spell of the Maker God and her unseen allies in the Hell Dimension. Even when the Night Sentinels returned from the demonic realm with tales of slave factories that damned the souls of the innocent, the indoctrinated masses of JoeNumb3rs took no quarrel with the Makers. They were indebted to the demon essence, the ministers deliberating but finding no basis for change. The messengers were cast down for daring to speak against those who had gifted us so much, our gods. Hey, demonic. The Makers, in their infinite wisdom, would see fit that the faithful continue life anew in Urdak. They feared the wrath of the Mother God. A lifetime of servitude would not be undone by this insurrection. This was simply another trial, a test of faith to identify those that were truly worthy to experience life eternal in Urdak. The Argenta would not waver in their resolve. The Night Sentinels prepared for war once again. Though this battle meant drawing the blood of their own brothers, our army had seen the work of the demons firsthand and knew its evil. They had returned to the way of the Wraiths, and though their armament was diminished without the essence, it remained pure and righteous. A division amongst the Argenta had occurred, one side standing in opposition to the doctrine of the Makers, the other locked in belief. The Ascended Empire was comprised of the faithful and misled, wielding the desecrated energies of hell, the power of the Makers and marauders who had sided with the Khan. The Night Sentinels were bolstered by the free people of Argenta and the mightiest of all killers, the Slayer himself. Plans and tactics were drawn. The Sentinels would close the Argent energy factories in Necroval? I don't know. That which fed the world of Urdak directly with its supply of fresh essence. They would stop the flow. The slumbering wraiths would wake from their sleep and give JoeNumb3rs courage. We have 2 more left to find. And then I think that'll be the entire story of the Sentinels. Fell. I wasn't even watching. Oh, there's something down there, isn't there? Yep, there's an extra life. Don't mind me, just grabbing some extra ammo. That's a vault. That is a big vault. And we are going in said big vault by pressing this button. I used a fireball. Get wrecked. Oh. You beat it yet? Nah, not yet. Why, did you beat it already? Well, I've been taking my time going through and picking up all the items in the maps and reading out the lore and stuff like that. You just did the Super Gore Nest? Oh yeah, you got a while yet. You're probably like 4 or 5 levels behind me. History of the Sentinels, Part 13. Here we go, guys. Images. Those are the 3 priests, and we got all the demons coming to attack this giant hell portal or something. No, the one sentinel standing in the center. That doesn't look like the Doom guy. It looks like somebody else. The Doom Slayer. 100% in all the levels too. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna have to go back though and do a couple from my first night because I did miss some things. So I'm gonna have to go back and do it again. But I don't mind. It's all good. I'll probably do that off stream or something. For years, the Civil War raged and took its toll on the soldiers as their armor laid stained with the blood of their brothers on a cursed battlefield. Finally, an opportunity to end the war has been discovered by the Order, Deeg, and the Night Sentinels. With the Slayer at the head of their army, they gathered to traverse through the gate and sunder Necroville, the city of the dead. The Order of the Deeg, the high priests who had pledged their allegiance long ago to the Night Sentinels, worked in service of our mission. Those holy priests who had served the Argenta since time immemorial assured us that the way was clear. The plan was set to march out into the accursed walls of Necroville and smite the factory, cutting off the flow of essence to Urdak and denying the Khan maker of her prize. Our forces took spear in hand and advanced, and it is there that the venom of treachery struck. Upon entry through the Hell Portal, the Night Sentinels were scattered to the winds of unplanned chaos. Our warriors were separated, our ranks split, as the gates twisted and hurled them across the unholy realm. Some of our warriors appeared near to gates. They had walked before, but found that the vile priests had barred the way back. Then the trap was sprung, and each lone Argenta found himself set upon by bloodthirsty multitudes of demonic beasts. Let it be known that it was not the priests alone who failed the northern armies, but one of the Sentinels' own. Hell found his weakness and exploited it to the demise of JoeNumb3rs. If not for the betrayer's stroke of madness, the Wraith's power would still be our own. And the Sentinel flag would still rise above JoeNumb3rs to this day. So that's where the betrayer comes in. I remember seeing him at the beginning of the game. He helped us power on something. I think it allowed us to be able to get into the rest of our floating space fortress. Yes, stab the army. Go for it. Now I gotta figure out what's next. Before I do that, I'm gonna go in here. I can't. Probably gotta hit this and something happens. Crucible time! Well, at least I thought. There's nowhere else to go from here other than the way the game's telling me to go, so go ahead and check it out. Oh, we gotta go up. Okay. I gotta get up there and punch that. But hold on a second. I got 200 health now. I just now noticed that. I've got a lot of health. It won't matter though. They'll still ragdoll me like crazy and I'll just get utterly destroyed no matter what, so it doesn't matter. feel like this is like makeshift Asgard. Jump pads turn on, and you can use that to jump up and hit your thing. Missed it. Okay, game. Don't do that to me now. Missed it twice. Angle of jumping is weird. Got it. Retrieve your crucible. Guess I still haven't done it yet. Oh no. Here comes our Duke Nukem Hazard suit. Other side. What's over here? Oh, another Praetor token. Like I'm not already maxed out on everything already, but alright. You see 10, so go ahead and throw it into scatter bombs. That'll be nice for the frags. I need 9 more, and I've got everything maxed. If I'm almost maxed, then that usually means we're almost done. Whee! I gotta get that extra ammo in. Wait for the gas to come back. I didn't want to kill you. This room does get drained down farther. It's gotta be. Yeah, this has got to be it here. Oh, it's in there. Okay. That might be the last one. Or do we have 2 left? No, I can't remember. Man, it's all gone. That'll work. Oh man. This next room coming up looks pretty freaking awesome, guys. That's it? Oh, that was very easy. Pretty much just my ammo maker, chainsaw him up. History of the Sentinels, part 14. This is the last one, guys. Check this out. This is the last image, last entry into our codex. Looks like the Sentinels are fighting off all the demons together. All together. Last one. Scattered in hell, abandoned by their clergy and reinforcements, the Sentinels proved their worth in what would be their final war with the forces of all evil. Unrelenting power in the face of certain death, the Sentinels crushed heads of demons and skewered titans. When their Atlan's held no more fuel, the Sentinels took to the ground and fought the swarms on land. All of hell knew of the betrayal, for it was without question the makers and the priests who had sowed the seeds of deceit long before the brave warriors passed through the gate. What hell saw that day was the beating heart of the free people of JoeNumb3rs. They did not flinch in the face of their own certain death. They died as they lived, with sword and shield in hand. Urdak, too low a place to house such giants. Theirs would be the fate of warrior gods, remembered for all time. Lord Sash, the stalwart banner sergeant, was found with his war standard pierced through the throat of a great beast, his body surrounded by the corpses of enemies. Rohan the Mighty. The light faded from his eyes, had eviscerated such a multitude that their entrails clung to the black rocks like vines. Gore, relentless until the end, had broken his blade on the backs of his foes, and by the time he fell, he had slain another 200 with his hands alone. The priest believed the Sentinels all slain, but we are Argenta, born to overcome. Rumors deemed heretical by the Order Deeg persist and claim that the Slayer himself still rages in the unholy realm. None who live can know, for the future of JoeNumb3rs has been bent and twisted by the perverted vision of the Essence Drinkers. Never again will the light of the Wraiths illuminate our world. All has fallen. If the Slayer does live, let him carry our vengeance forward. If he persists, let him wreak violence on those who have wronged us. May the blood of his sword never dry, May his war never end until the guilty have been punished. And may this evil never again spread its shadow over another world. That's pretty cool. I like how that ended. So, all the other Sentinels are dead. They're all gone. Except for the betrayer and you. That's it. There's no more. That's everything. There's a coin here. Mastery token. Oh yeah, you can get mastery for free off of some weapons, I believe. Let's get, what's mastery for this, for the shotgun do? Bypass challenge. Let me see. No, not mobile turret. Energy shield. Shield launch. Oh, I already got it? Oh, yeah. Okay, I already got the mastery for that one then. All right. How about for Arbalist? What's this one? Are the Arbalists will start recharging instantly after a direct hit? Heck yeah. Hey, Vampy! How you doing? Instant salvo unlocked. And mods, improvements. What does that do? From a super shotgun blast, I got you. Lock on burst. Microwave beam. Demons that are detonated by the microwave beam will trigger a concussive blast that falters nearby enemies. It takes too long for that to work, so. A headshot kill will set off a powerful secondary blast that deals damage to nearby demons. Or I could do sticky bombs. Launch 5 sticky bombs before having to reload the mod. Yes, I'd love that. I'll do that. You cut the hair? Yes, I did. I did it myself too. I'm proud of myself. My hair, like when it gets too long, it starts to get wavy and it crunches in on itself and it starts to look like crap. So I shaved it all off myself. I'm proud of myself. Did it all on my own. Feel a lot better now. I love having no hair or short hair. Makes it easy to, I don't have to comb it anymore. I don't have to worry about going to sleep and it waking up rough in the morning. Makes my life easier. So we're missing 3 items and I know where they are. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. There should be another question mark somewhere. Oh, we're gonna go straight down. It might be where it's at. Here we go, boys.
I'm sure you'll want to try out your weapon first before we leave.
Hood. 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 I'll pull it out again here in a second. Hood. Oh, it only gives 1 each. Okay. Hood. Hood. It's a 1-shot for every enemy. It's just a melee 1-shot. Hood. Oh god. Hood. I love it. Oh, it makes me feel so much better now that all that time was worth it. Hood. Oh, I lost my place for a second. Hood. Cut him right down the middle. Wasted. Get out of the fire game, seriously. That is absolutely awesome. So if I come up against the really, really troublesome enemies, that's all I gotta do. No more chainsaw, I could just crucible. Gonna make sure it's charged before I get out of here. But that's everything. I think that's everything. I'm missing a couple things, obviously, but another time. And that's it. Reforged and refueled. Acquire a new crucible in Taras Nabad. It's 10:42 already? Man, I spent forever on that map.
Urdak is the Maker's homeworld. It is not accessible to anyone. No human or sentinel has ever set foot in their dimension. You can use the Maker's origin factory in the Hell City of Necravol to pass through the void. Once there, you will not be able to leave on your own. But Vega can create an exit portal for you. That is why you must bring Vega through the void with you to Urdak.
Understood. I'm detaching myself from the ship's systems. Processing. Total transfer to external drive complete.
Vega is no longer connected to your ship. I will reconfigure the portal to Necravol for you. Do you require anything else before we begin our journey to Urdak? You will not be able to return until the mission is complete.
Are you telling me this is the last mission to the game? Yeah, I know, time zones. Now hold on a second. I got my last thing. I want to go see what this is. What is this? No, I don't have a switch, Vampy. Is that what I think it is?
Maker. Pure Maker technology. Inspired by Sentinel weaponry and refined by their divine intellect. Its destructive potential is staggering.
Hello, switches look sick. No, I never bought a switch. The best album hangs on the wall if you turn your back to the portal controls and go to the left side of the room. Oh, you're talking about Doom 1, I think. I picked up another one. I think it was shoot, what was it? Quake? What's this one? This is Quake 2. I forget which one I just picked up. Actually, no, I didn't pick up the one from that map. I missed it. Looks like the Gauss gun. It kind of reminds me of a weapon from Quake. It looks like the, yeah, this one, that's what you're talking about. I'm kind of afraid to take a shot with it because I don't know what it's going to do. Let's try it. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the switch for the BFG. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I know, Raider Boy. I've been going around and interacting with all of them. Did you go check out the, Did you go check out... Oh, what's that? Hold on. That's new. How do I get that? No, that's not it. If you're talking about that secret down there, I don't think so. It looks like a duct going left. Quake Champions. And Doom 2. Or Doom 1. There's Doom 1. Doom 2's over there. Yeah, I know. There's a switch on the window. No. An hour on the one. Oh, wait. Are you talking about this one? Oh, you suck. How dare you, dude? How dare you tell me? How dare you tell me? But which window? You know what? I'm gonna go do something else I was gonna do first, which was over here. I was gonna unlock this. I got 3 Sentinel batteries. I'm gonna put it in here. Original Praetor suit. Got it. Album art in here as well. And there's something else down here. All runes unlocked. Really? Interesting. Bunny. Now I'm curious about which window. Doom 3 theme. I like the Doom 3 theme, so I kick that on once in a while. Is there no one? Doom 64. There we go. That's one of the ones I was looking for. Getting some weird frame drops. What, when you play Doom, or are you talking about something else? This game? You getting stuttering? Alright. Test this out for a second. I'm going to move my CPU task manager over here to my other monitor for a moment. I'm going to watch it while I'm playing the game and see how much CPU this game uses. It's using all of my cores, all of my threads to render this game right now. About between 53 to 60% of my processor. I think your problem, Teal, is that your processor is old. You're probably under the recommended spec now. Raider Boy, I think, had the same issue for a while. He upgraded to AMD. Went to one of the Ryzens. I have to remind you, you asked. I'm just telling you what's going on. Yeah, it's using about 60% of my processor to play this right now. At about 5.0 gigahertz, by the way, which is beautiful. All right, where's the collection room again? Quake 3, nice. To be honest, I forgot about the theme for Quake 3. Ah, that's what that's about. Okay. This is a password. Oh, password. Sorry. Shoot. That just did software. It's not that. Okay. Once you get all 14 discs, you can then play the original Doom on this computer. I bet you that's what that is. You can play the original Doom on there. We got so many of them. Look what got added to the room. Crucible. As soon as it loads in. It refuses. That's what I wanted to do, was look at that. We got our lightsaber, boys. Turn on some different music. Is this from Quake 2? Sure. Alright, sorry, it was in a way. I just wanted to check something really fast. I'm doing better than I thought. Nice. I've got one left. I'm going to throw it in here because eventually I'm going to come and unlock this one. But I got to go get more Sentinel batteries before I can do that. So some other time. Hey, Teal, just tell me, which window is it? I want to knock this out, so I have it done. I just want whatever that question mark is. Yeah, Quake 2. Teal must have walked away then. I want to know where it's at. You won't tell me. It did look like a duct. Maybe from the top, but looking at it this way, you can look at it and see that it obviously travels that way. Yeah, I'll look over the Unmaker here in a second. Yeah, I know. No, it's not that. Not up there. Nah, that's Doom 3. I already did that one. Oh, there it is. There's something. Jump pad. Straight up. Oh, it was right there? I didn't even see it. Dang it. Hold on, what's over here then? Oh, it's just a circle. I think. Nowhere else to go, right? Fully upgraded suit. Another cheat code. Nice. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna probably be up until 1 o'clock playing, and I feel like we're really close to finishing this, so I think we could finish it in 2 hours. I am going to go ahead and take a quick